Hey guys, it's Hannah, and today I am doing a video on all about Snickers and her training and everything. And now let's get into the video. So if you guys do not know who Snickers is my 14 hand paint quarter horse pony. She is the cutest thing on the face of the earth. So I'm gonna tell you guys when I got her and everything. I got her 5 years ago this Christmas. For on Christmas. She was like my Christmas pony, like all little girls' dreams of getting a pony on Christmas. Yeah, luckily I was that girl. I remember my mom had this big package. She had us bring all of our presents upstairs, and then she pulled the big present out, and it said to Hannah from Snickers, and I was like, who is Snickers? Like, is it a candy bar? I was like, what? And then I slowly started opening the package, and the first thing that was in there was some brushes and stuff. And then the second thing that was in there was a halter, and the third thing was a picture of her and her the bill of sale and everything. And I was like, so I need to go down to the barn, don't I? And Mom was like, yeah. And I remember I ran down there and I found my pony. She was the cutest thing ever. I'm gonna insert a picture of her here when I first got her. So yeah, that's what she looks like, and that's what I looked like when I first got her. Kind of horrendous, but that's okay. I was like 11, I think. But yeah, so she was a rescue. My mom found her on some horse sale website because the person really needed to get rid of her. She was malnourished, she was neglected, she was not in good condition at all. My mom said if we would have waited, if we wouldn't have gotten her and no one else would have gotten her in the next week, she would have been dead. It was that bad. If you guys can tell in the pictures, I don't think you can tell because she has a sheet on, but she was very, very skinny. And she wasn't scared of humans or anything. She wasn't abused. She was just, they couldn't afford to feed her. So it's not their fault. They weren't just choosing not to feed her. It's that they couldn't afford to. And they had other horses on the property, but Snickers was every time they went to go feed, Snickers never got any because the other horses were the big ones and they were bullies to Snickers, so Snickers never got to eat. So that's another reason why she was so skinny. But yeah, so we got Snickers. We were gonna get another little paint pony that was there, but another family with a little girl got her, so my mom was happy that she found a home. But yeah, so that's when I got Snickers. I got her on December 25th, 2012, I think? 2011, 2012. But moving on, the story of Snickers and I has kind of been a really interesting story throughout the time I've had her. When I first got her, I wanted to be a barrel racer, and I was dead set on barrel racing. I'd always watched I've always watched the rodeos and everything. I've just always been a really big fan of barrel racing, and I still am. Trust me, I would still love to barrel race, but yeah, but anyway, so for my 11th birthday, I got a Western saddle, bridle, saddle pad, the performance choice wraps, bell boots, everything. I got the whole 9 yards for barrel racing. But the thing is, Snickers wasn't trained. I had only been riding for, I really hadn't been taking lessons or anything. My mom used to ride when she was little, so she just gave me lessons, but they weren't formal lessons. I mean, you could say they were, but they weren't, and I was on an untrained pony, so it kind of made things more difficult. So I really couldn't learn properly because Snickers was still learning and I was still learning, and then just putting us together was kind of crazy, but it worked out somehow. Anyways, so yeah, I was dead set on being a barrel racer. It was my hopes and dreams. I wanted to be like Fallon Taylor and everything, and I was just dead set on being a barrel racer. Snickers would make a very good barrel racer. She carries herself very well, and she has the speed for it and the endurance and everything, so she would make a good barrel racer, but I think she'd make a better hunter, so that's what she's doing now. Anyways, back to the old story. So anyways, dead set on barrel racing, and then one day in the aisle of my barn, y'all have seen my barn, it's the little green one, the little hunter green one, not little, but the hunter green one, not the barn where Eskimo is, the other one. You guys have seen a barn tour of it. There's an aisle that connects the 3 stalls to where you can just open the stall door and they can the aisle leads them out to the pasture. So I decided that one day I didn't want to go ride in the pasture because Snickers had bucked me off a couple weeks before that, so I was scared to ride in the pasture, so I just rode her in the aisle. Anything that some little 12-year-old would do, right? Smartest thing ever. I think it was 12 or 13. Long story short, I rode in the aisle for 2 to 3 weeks. This was the end of my 7th grade summer. Or no, the end of my 7th grade year, beginning of the summer after 7th grade. So I was riding in the aisle I was jumping. It was the stupidest idea I've ever had. Like, it was just, honestly, I was just so dead set on riding, and Abby was lame, so Abby had been lame for like a really long time, so I couldn't jump her, and I just like wanted to jump. So that's what moved on from like, I jumped Abby once when I first got her, and then that's when I decided I wanted to be a hunter instead of a barrel racer because I just enjoyed it more. Yeah. Anyways, so long story short, I rode in the aisle for like 2 to 3 weeks, and then I was bringing Snickers over this jump. Stupid idea, green pony, didn't even know how to walk a straight line, already jumping like cross rails in the aisle. She refused it, stopped, I kept going over her head and broke my elbow. That's when I didn't upload for that entire summer a couple years back. It's because my elbow was broken, I couldn't ride, couldn't do much. I was like pretty much disabled because it was my right arm, and this is the arm I used to write with, so I was pretty much disabled. And if you guys can tell, it kind of like messed up. This one's carries itself lower than this one now. It's like not, it didn't just mess with my elbow, but it messed up like all the tendons and everything. So anyways, long story short, broke my elbow, didn't get back on Snickers for another year, I think. I didn't get back on her for a pretty good while. Chloe always rode her. She rode her for like years. I really like refused to get on her. I wasn't scared. I just didn't want to get hurt again. Like, I wasn't scared of riding. Like, I still rode Abby and I rode all the lessons horses I lessoned on, but I just didn't ride Snickers because she was just so intimidating. Like, at my age, she was just too intimidating because she wasn't trained, and it was just like scary for me, so I just chose not to ride her, lol. And then a month or two ago, Chloe got on Snickers, and I just really like felt the urge to just get back on her and like actually ride, because I hadn't ridden her in a while, and like I always play around with her in the barn. Like, before I started riding her in, I'd always play around with her in the barn, and she was like my little pony. She was like my best friend and everything, and I kind of felt bad that like I was riding like everyone else but her. So I decided, hey, I'm gonna get back on her. I remember we were in the back pasture, it was like 2 months ago, and I was like, I want to get on her. And ever since then, I have fallen in love with this pony. Like, you guys do not understand. She is like the most perfect horse or pony ever. I love her so much. Like, holy crap, why didn't I start riding her sooner? And like, I feel like it was a good time for me to start riding because like I finally have like experience and everything. So like, it was a good time for me to like actually really start picking up on riding her again. So I think that was like a good time and a good transition onto her. I started riding Snickers again. I have ridden her pretty much consistently for the past 2 months. I am working on training her because if you guys do not know, she is green. She is the sweetest pony in the world. She learns so quickly. Like, it is insane how fast this horse learns. Like, you literally, I remember the first time I got back into riding her, we were like trotting around, and she would always bulge to the inside whenever we were going around a certain turn, and I kept putting my inside leg on her, and finally, like, literally after one lap of doing it, she started like bending to the correct way, and I was like, holy crap. And she, like, Noni, she can't walk a straight line to save her life. Snickers literally has learned to walk a straight line. She's learned to bend, she's learned to turn, figure eight, she's finally learning to pick up her right leads when you, like, her correct lead when you ask her to, and she is coming along so nicely. Like, it is honestly amazing. I'm going to probably be showing her next show season. I'm not going to be doing like any big fancy shows. So like, for my first show season and just getting her warmed up to showing, I'm not going to do any big shows. I'm not going to do any big nice 2-day shows. I'm probably going to do like Saturday shows like what I done on Eskimo, but I'm going to be doing like more advanced than that because that was literally like nothing. So yeah. But anyways, yeah, so Snickers training has been coming along very nicely. I just want to kind of tell you guys the story of her because it's kind of an interesting animal, like interesting story to tell. But yeah, so if you guys, yeah, so I have been riding her pretty much consistently ever since. She's learning very well. She is coming along very well. She is the cutest mover ever. Like, she moves so cutely, but she just paddles. But she's been getting a lot better about paddling. She doesn't do it as bad as she used to. So that's really good, and it's like not very noticeable anymore unless you like knew she did it in like the beginning. It's not that noticeable. So that is awesome. I have started her on cross rails and she is doing awesome. She seems to really like jumping, which I am so happy about. I've never really taken her on the barrel pattern, so I don't know how she likes that very much, but I know she really enjoys jumping. Like, you know, whenever you turn the corner and she like, or when she sees the jump, her ears perk forward and she gets so excited, and it's literally the cutest thing ever. Like, she gets so excited. It's like a little jumper, and she's like shortening her steps, and it's like adorable. And she really does get very excited about it, so that's awesome. But yeah, so I have to work on that, like not letting her speed up before jumps, but it is going to be awesome. So I'm training her to be a hunter jumper. I think that's what we're going to do. I know we're going to do something involving jumping. I wanted to do a venting on her, but my mom doesn't know if she has like the like, my mom knows she can do it, but we just don't think like it'd be a good fit for her because she is like already 10 or 11. No, 11. She's 10, 11, or 12. We honestly don't know. We don't know exactly when she was born, but that's like that's estimate and like the age, like where she kind of is. So yeah, so I don't want to do too much on her. I just want to get her trained and doing like simple, like not simple stuff, but like not as like hard on her legs as like and on herself as a venting would be. I think I'm gonna do like I think it's combined training. I think that's what it's called. I'm not entirely sure. I knew someone who did it. I just want to do something with her, and I think hunters would be good to start off at, and we'll just figure out where to go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That was the story of Snickers and I and our journey these last couple years. I will be posting videos on like her progress and everything, so stay tuned for that. I think you guys will really enjoy that, because stay tuned for videos of Snickers. I think you guys will really enjoy those. I think they'd be some interesting videos so you can see like her good and her bad days and like everything she's learned. If you guys, I haven't posted any yet, but she's already started off, so she's already gonna like look a lot better. But I just want to do like videos like every ride and like put them together for like a month and just like clip certain days together, and I think it'd be really interesting, and I think you guys would like it very much. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Comment down below any video requests, any questions you have. Comment down below. Feel free to ask any questions and I will be happy to answer them. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.